of GOQii Health Stories. And today's story is extremely special. It's special because we are getting you our next player all the way from the east of India, from a beautiful city in Orissa. But what is more sweet is not only his story, but his overall condition, which was diabetes. He had a very high HbA1c level. But today, you will see that what he was able to achieve by participating in the GOQii's diabetes care program, and how he was not only able to make a shift in his diabetes levels, but today he's a much younger man than he actually was. So without any further delay, I want to welcome Mr. Ram Sharma on the show. Welcome, Mr. Ram.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ram is currently vice president with one of the big steel companies based in Orissa, a beautiful city which is called Jodha. And originally he's from Rajasthan. And his journey is very fascinating, and especially for people who are, working professionals who are listening to this, you will find a lot of motivation and inspiration here. So, Mr. Ram, first of all, congratulations on your amazing GOQii journey.
Thank
Please
you.
tell us, how was your health before you started coming to GOQii, and how did you find out about GOQii?
Yes, sir. This journey all about started in the year 2021 when I have tried to shift from my present company after serving 1 year at JSW. I got an opportunity to work at HZL, Hindustan Zinc again. So I went for the medical. And when during my medical, I found that my sugar level was shooting up to 400.
Wow, 400.
At that time, although I have not took the decision to go to HZL, but this condition of 400 sugar level has astonished me because I was not knowing at that time that I may be having this condition. So at that time, I have decided that I have to go for anything which can revert me from this condition. So basically, I was I just saw an advertisement on television of GOQii, especially GOQii, and I was searching for some watch, the wristwatch. So why I have decided that this particular watch I have to just procure and see what will be the results. So accidentally I got it, basically, not planned. GOQii was not planned. In my mind, there were so many wristwatches, but GOQii accidentally I got it, and I started using in the month of February 2022. So February 22, if I say my weight, so at that time my weight was almost 96 kg. And the condition was very worse, and my HbA1c level were 7.4 or 7.5. So that was a great worry for me, and looking to my professional journey also, because I'm working in a stressful environment always. And I'm working especially in that industrial scenario, mining business. So it almost daily it is a stressful environment from morning to evening. And the condition which gave me worry is that my condition was worsening because of this sugar levels. Then I started my journey because there was a free program for 3 months with the GOQii, that particular watch. So I started 3-month journey.
So one question, Mr. Ram, one question. So
Sir.
When you were having, 7.4 blood sugar level, you were having a lot of extra weight. What were you facing? Any kind of symptoms? Were you finding yourself to be tired? What was happening to your body and physical and mental state?
Correct, sir. I was facing all these problems like laziness, tiredness, more eating habit, all these problems which is prone or which is symptoms of diabetes is what I was facing the same. And this condition worried me ki there will be not much time for me. Either I have to take decision to make me fit, or my condition will go worse.
And did you go to a doctor? Did you visit a diabetologist doctor?
Correct. So
What
the next
was the
day,
doctor?
yes, sir, correct. On the next day, when I found that the sugar level was 400 milligrams, I directly visited a doctor. I took all the medical tests done, went to doctor. Doctor prescribed me so many medicines. I started taking medicine. Around 15-20 days, I took the medicine. Thereafter, there was a thought in my mind that how long I will be taking medicine and how could I prevent myself from getting in all these worse condition. So I started searching on the net itself and searching how can I reverse my diabetic condition. And the same thought during that tenure only, the thought came that I have to take physical fitness through the GOQii watch on itself. I procured a GOQii watch and started my fitness journey 3 months free as it was with that GOQii wristwatch. And after that, I came in contact with Miss Sweta Jaiswal. She was my mentor in all these months. Last, you can say it's 15 months. I am with Sweta, who is taking care in and out every day and every month. Even every 15 days, she is talking to me, giving me notes, tracking my condition. And you can say that behavioral change, whatever is there today, it's because of Sweta only.
It's amazing that, what you are saying is that you have been able to transform your health thanks to Sweta, who's your GOQii coach.
Yes, correct.
It's exciting to see, how people are adopting technology and people are looking at, something like this. So tell me, जब आपको पता चला कि एक remote coach है, who's going to talk to me on an app, were you skeptical? आपको लगा ये होगा कि नहीं? मतलब, normally we are all used to meeting people. You are working in a company, आपके अंदर employees है, right? This whole concept must be very new.
Yeah, correct, sir. Initially, मैंने विश्वास नहीं किया था कि because I contacted some more companies who are working on fitness and they were demanding so much of money. Like one company told me that you have to deposit 18,000 initially. Thereafter, we will start a coaching program and all that. But that's why I did not believe. But ऐसे ही उत्सुकता was I started this journey. कि चलो कुछ नहीं होगा तो कुछ तो होगा, नहीं भी होगा तो मेडिकेशन तो चल ही रही है. But when this journey started giving me result, then I could believe कि यार नहीं होता.
So in fact, जो आपकी the secret ingredient है जिसने आपको ये result दिलवाए हैं, so without any further delay, I want to actually invite your coach Sweta Jaiswal also on the show live. So Sweta ji, please join us. How are you?
Hello. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Ramji.
Good evening, Sweta. How are you?
I can see Mr. Ram is so happy looking at you, Sweta. Are you seeing each other for the first time?
Yes. We are definitely seeing each other for the first time. So I'm seeing my friend.
And Sweta, where are you? Which city are you based in?
I'm from Jamshedpur, sir.
Arey wow, so you are not too far actually. Mr. Ram is in 150 kilometers from Jamshedpur is what you were telling me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We can even discuss the climatic changes.
That's so good. So Sweta, first of all, congratulations. What Mr. Ram has been able to do is amazing. So please tell us, especially, because he was diabetic, he had all these levels which were very high. What did you do? What was your plan? And what strategy did you create to make sure that Mr. Ram was able to benefit with his health?
Yes, definitely. So firstly, I would really congratulate Mr. Ramji for really taking that effort and hard work to completely transform from a unfit body to a very healthy and fit body. It is a very challenging task for a diabetic player, at least, because for normal players, we definitely go for a very basic and a simple plan and a layout. But for diabetic care program, we definitely take an extra plan for taking out the vitals, the stats, we go for that. and that becomes a detailed task. So with Ramji, firstly, as per with his work schedule, his work pattern was very scattered. Okay, so first we really needed to sort that out, because he did not get time for workouts, he did not have time to eat, very scattered meal timings, sometimes not having lunch, sometimes skipping breakfast, even very late dinner. So that was there. So first our plan was to set a layout. Layout will be like, if we are skipping our lunch, then what is the alternate options that we can go for? And to start with basic walking stretches, so that he can get some habit of taking out some time in the morning or any time of the day to start with some activity, so that we can balance out the insulin levels, the glucose levels. So that was the initial plan with Ramji, to first get him do a workout plan and also time management. So because of that, he was highly stressed, and also he had a lot of acidity issues in the beginning. In March, when we had started, I remember he used to complain a lot about high stress levels. His stress levels was about 9 on 10. So because of that, the cortisol levels was high, and also the HCl production in the stomach was high. So automatically everything was disbanded. So planning out first month, it was a very normal and a very settled way. So we generally took out one habit from there. Step one was crossed, and then we moved on to step two, jotting down the points that we missed on the first half, and then we took that into consideration, and then we moved on with the second step. So it was a very slow, gradual, and a very steady process with him. So we did not miss out anywhere. Yes.
So Shweta, one thing, right? Because diabetics have this issue of blood sugar drop ho jata hai ya spike ho jata hai, right? How are you taking care of this? And Mr. Ram, one question to you before we go to Shweta on this particular part. Why did you believe that whatever Shweta was telling you, you were following? ये क्या था, मतलब आपको क्यों लग रहा था? Doctor भी है, you did not know her, you were only messaging her or talking to her on the phone. What led you to give so much trust and faith in Shweta?
Sir, trust and faith came because when I started losing weight from 96 to 95, then 94, 92, 90, and today I am at 81. And
Wow.
whatever this Sweta has prescribed me regarding the eating habits and protein intake, whatever, so many things. So that's made me believe on Sweta. And in parallel, I was in constant touch with some doctors. Even some 2-3 times I have connected with the GOQii doctors also, and my regular doctor also. And doctor shown me that this is good fitness you are getting, and you are moving in the right direction. And even I did 2-3 times medical test myself at some of the laboratory which is nearby, and I got the results that my HbA1c levels are going down, further down. And the day before yesterday or 3-4 days ago, I did my fasting blood sugar, which was 88.
Wow, fasting blood sugar 88, that's incredible.
88.
So in fact, before we go to something else, I want to actually take everybody out here on a very incredible data of Mr. Ram. First of all, Mr. Ram, I can see already that after being in GOQii, you are becoming younger. So clearly,
Yes.
even though your biological age is something else, we can clearly see that because of GOQii, आप अभी काफी यंग हो गए हैं. इनफैक्ट आई होप यू आर गेटिंग कमेंट्स. अब आपको बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं आपके पड़ोसी एंड फ्रेंड्स कि आप इतने यंग कैसे लग रहे हैं?
So many persons are asking me, sir, you are going younger day by day. Even today, one of my colleague told me कि sir आप इतने दुबले पतले और एकदम से यंग जैसे कैसे दिखने लगे?
दूसरा आपका पेस ऑफ एजिंग, इफ यू मस्ट हैव सीन, हम लोग भी GOQii ऐप पे भी दिखा रहे हैं, योर पेस ऑफ एजिंग इज एट 0.8, which means आपकी एज रिवर्स हो रही है. So clearly we can see that. दूसरा, you are at elite for almost 346 days. In fact, in a matter of a few days, आप एक साल you will be in the elite category, which is a very big achievement, which shows your dedication. We can see that you've been following your fitness regime, your nutrition regime, your sleep regime. Of course, meditation, I think we may need to focus on, and I think Shweta will talk about that. We can also see कि आपका health score कितना improve हुआ है. You started at a much lower score, and now your score is almost 80, which is very, very healthy score. Aapka BMI has also come down and you are now in very, very normal levels. Also, we can see that your sleep score is being very good. Your heart rate also, your resting heart rate is amazing. So if you look at all this data, this is like Sachin Tendulkar level data, right? I mean, aapne jis hisab se perform kiya hai is totally incredible.
Sir, thank you, sir.
In fact, आपका sleep time भी अगर देखा जाए और even your breakfast, lunch, dinner, your entire insights look so beautiful. I mean, I don't know what is your view on. Do you keep looking at this data? What do you think of this?
No, I'm looking at data on daily basis. Yes, always. I keep searching GOQii. I can explore how I can further explore the GOQii.
That's amazing. So Shweta, tell me, what has been the X factor? What has changed, Mr. Ram? Because it's very difficult for diabetics normally to be able to achieve these things, right? It takes a lot of time, especially when you have a condition like this. So how was he able to do this?
So initially, first when I looked into his diet, it was generally most of the fasting time was that because of that the insulin spikes were high. Because in diabetic patients, what happens when we don't eat for a longer period of time, there are spikes of insulin levels. So that generally hampers the glucose drug throughout the day, due to which the levels increase. So this is a misconception. Sometimes diabetic players, to lose weight, what they do, they keep on fasting, or they skip meals, or they have sometimes excess of some products, like some ingredients they feast on. So that becomes a difficult thing. But what we did is that initially what Ramji was doing, he was gorging up a lot of fruits to lose weight. He was not aware that the fruits that contains a lot of glucose, having only that will really spike his glucose levels. So firstly, I took care of that. I asked him to at least maintain the right low carb fruits, which can really help him with the vitamins, the mineral intake, and also will help have him the steady graph that we expect. And first was to reduce fasting and the average blood glucose levels. So first thing that I spotted on was the excess amount of fruits that he was taking, and not at the right time. Maybe he was having it later in the evening, which was post sunset, due to which, because of the high cortisol levels after 6 p.m. when we take fruits, that really increases our sugar levels. So fasting becomes higher because of that. So taking care of that, and due to work, he also used to come late at home. So taking care of the dinner was very important. Taking care of the right carbs, the right portion of vegetables, and also a raw fiber to add on with, to maintain the right amount of glucose levels, so that the spike is not observed in the fasting levels with him. So these are the two things that I spotted. Yes.
No, amazing. It's amazing. And it's so good. And Mr. Ram, you also mentioned you also spoke to a doctor. So one very important aspect of GOQii is that it is a holistic plan. So along with your coach, she, by the way, also has an expert coach who monitors her, but we also have a team of doctors. And right now I'm inviting Dr. Akshat, who is leading the entire medical vertical for GOQii, and also is a very, very competent in the whole diabetes space. So Dr. Akshat, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi everybody.
Hello.
Yes, and especially we have seen the performance and the data of Mr. Ram. So we would like to know your views, because I know you must be seeing many patients who are having issues around diabetes. So what are your views on what we are seeing right now?
No, I think Sir has done tremendously well for himself. And what Shweta just explained, I managed to grab some information from there also. I think there are really good changes, because a lot of us don't understand that fruits are healthy. Definitely fruits are healthy, but not too many. You should always restrict yourself, maybe 1 or 2 fruits in a day, and definitely don't mix fruit with the meals. Try to keep it as a mid-meal snack, or as a pre-workout, or when you get up in the morning, if you have a big gap, that's a good place to eat the fruit. So such misconceptions are actually going around. I think there's a lot of information about fruit diets, and how fruit diets can actually reverse diabetes completely. Itna kilo khao, and all these things. So understanding a person's history and working with that is something which is extremely important. I think that works the best. And then couple the food changes, like increasing fiber, managing your carbohydrates, couple it with the right sleep patterns and of course exercise. I think repeatedly we realize that if exercise is not sustainable, if you don't sustain exercise, you do it for 2 months, 3 months, and then stop, most of your results can actually get reversed. So you need to make sure that, exercise is something which goes on. It doesn't have to be very extensive or, too long. Even if it's about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe 60 minutes in a day, 4-5 times in a week, more than enough. Club it with, of course, I think we have the tracker at GOQii, and I think the step count is one of the most important things that we need to keep in mind. Because even if you exercise for 1 hour, but then your step count is like hardly 2,000 or 3,000 in the day, that means you're sitting through the day. And if you're sitting through the day, that means you're accumulating a lot of belly fat. And belly fat is something which is the visceral fat. And if that visceral fat is basically sitting on organs like your liver, and then you come back and say, I have fatty liver, right? So that movement part clubbed with exercise, make it sustainable. And I don't think you should actually face problems like diabetes also. So I hope if sir is able to manage his lifestyle in a sustainable way, then I think now further reduction of the HbA1c can happen and you can go in the non-diabetic category.
Exactly, sir. My
No,
target is
ये तो already non-diabetic में आ गए हैं. He's already in non-diabetic category. His fasting sugar is 88.
Correct.
So that's amazing. So Mr. Ram, tell me something. आपको कोई challenges नहीं मिले? मतलब इतना इतनी आसान तो नहीं रही होगी ये
नहीं सर, जर्नी वाज नॉट आसान. मुझे सुबह से शाम तक किसी पे फोकस करना पड़ा. In the morning I got up at 7, then I start my meeting at 7:30. The business meetings are there 7:30 to 8:30. Then I have to do my fitness program from 8:30 to say 9:30. Thereafter I go to office, and in the office also I don't sit. I try to make my walking as usual कि इतना sitting नहीं होना चाहिए. And I have tried to complete my 15,000 target daily.
Wow.
And parallelly this fitness of the gym, as well as in the evening I play badminton for 1 hour. So this is all combined efforts got me to this condition.
That's amazing. And Shweta, tell me, इनका इतना आसान था, बस ये सब follow कर रहे थे? Was there not days when he was not able to follow, or you had to be a little strict on him?
नहीं, वो कभी-कभी काफी hard हो जाती है मेरे प्रति.
Yes, I understand, but होना पड़ता है sir, because his, as he mentioned, his work timings are very scattered. Kabhi he used to come early at home to have a very good dinner at around 7:38, but sometimes his dinner timings is very late, 10:30, 11. So I have to be strict. If I don't want to be strict, still I have to be, because if I don't be, then he will not manage his sugar levels so well. And he did a lot of effort. He never said no. He was a very, very good player with me, and he never said no. Even if it was a very hectic day for him, he just used to say me that, Shweta, okay, today was a very busy or a very hectic day. I managed some part of it, but he still does it. He never said no, or he completely never backed out of anything. So as Dr. Akshat also said, it was a very sustainable plan, which he still manages to cope up with. And he's aware that, yes, I have to manage this, my meal timings, my workout. So he's completely aware of his surroundings and his lifestyle, to be very honest. So that is very, very important in case of every player, not only in diabetic care, but since we are here with Ramji, it's very important for them to understand each and every meal, the portion sizes, the quality of meals, like what are they eating, what quality of carbs they are eating, so that they feel full also, and then their glucose levels is in control. We have our weight loss, and all the parameters, other parameters are also in a stable level. So everything depends upon sustainability. That is why I took with him at least 15 months to gradually help him down lose weight, so that later on he does not gain weight in the future, and develop things very quietly and very steadily, so that he gets hang of every little thing that I'm putting on, all the details.
Correct. So Mr. Ram, tell me something. अभी जब आपको लोग पूछते हैं ये आपने कैसे किया, I'm sure your doctors must be also asking you. So how do you describe them? What is GOQii and how did you do this?
नहीं, I thank GOQii, especially the wristwatch and Sweta.
Thank you, Ram.
I have given so many examples that because of this only I got my fitness today.
नहीं तो I'm saying आपके friends जब आपको पूछते हैं तो do they believe when you say कि मैंने ये किया? उनको नहीं लगता है कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं होगा, आपने कोई कुछ और कोई गोली खाई होगी या?
नहीं सर, मैं उनका ही नहीं, मैं अपने परिवार का ही बोलता हूँ. मेरा सिस्टर इन लॉ इज वेरी फेट, तो शी इज डेली कॉलिंग मी एंड टेलिंग मी कि मुझे ये प्रोग्राम सिखा दीजिए. मैंने बोला आपको सीखने की जरूरत नहीं, यू जस्ट परचेज ए वॉच एंड स्टार्ट योर प्रोग्राम टुडे इटसेल्फ.
Okay, that's amazing. Also, Mr. Ram, tell me, what do you think about, GOQii app में और भी बहुत सारे features है apart from coaching, right? We also have GOQii Store, GOQii Arena, GOQii Play. तो आपने ये हमारे बाकी के भी फीचर्स यूज किए, उसके ऊपर आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा है?
ये GOQii स्टोर आई एम क्वाइटली यूजिंग सर फ्रिक्वेंटली. कई बार जितने भी परचेज है, बहुत सारी जो मतलब श्वेता ने भी कई बार चीजें बताई, तो मैं उसी स्टोर से ही खरीदता हूँ मैक्सिमम चीजें. और GOQii अरीना में जो मेरा ब्लड प्रेशर लेवल्स है, ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल है, दैट राइट नाउ आई एम पुटिंग मैन्युअली, बट आई कीप पुटिंग इट एंड वो सारा उसी से मैनेज कर रहा हूँ.
नहीं, और उसमें कम्युनिटी में भी आपके और GOQii पे फ्रेंड्स भी हैं आपके पास?
Correct. So there are challenges every month. I am getting so many challenges in that community, and even I got rewarded in the last challenge of 2021. So I got one weighing का जो scale रहता है वो मुझे मिला, and I got a chatai also for doing all these things. So वो जो पैसा मेरा इन्वेस्ट हुआ वो कहीं व्यर्थ नहीं गया.
I mean, आपने अपनी हेल्थ पे इन्वेस्ट किया है तो कभी
मेरी
व्यर्थ
हेल्थ में
जाएगा
इन्वेस्ट
ही.
किया. करेक्ट सर, करेक्ट. जो हुआ
तो
मेरी
अभी
हेल्थ
श्वेता, व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट गोल फॉर मिस्टर राम? हम क्या कर रहे हैं इनके साथ नेक्स्ट, इनकी हेल्थ के लिए?
Further, I think Ramji will reduce a little bit more weight. I'm targeting at least 5 to 6 more weight loss. GOQii and people who he meets every day. So I'm planning another 5 to 6 loss, and then we'll work on better workouts and better sustainable diet, because currently also I can see that his diet is very random some days. So we have to work on that, and we also have to really get on those quality eating diets. So I have to make him aware a little bit more about all that.
एंड मिस्टर राम, आपको क्या लग रहा है अभी नेक्स्ट गोल क्या होगा आपकी हेल्थ का?
सर मेरा गोल है कि मेरा अभी जो वेट है 81 kg, आई हैव टू रिड्यूस दिस ईयर. माय प्लान इज टू हैव 75 kg टुडे, एंड आई विल मेंटेन एट 75 kg सो दैट आई विल बी इन ए फिटनेस रेंज एंड HbA1c लेवल बिलो 6.
अरे वाह, amazing. No, that's quite a goal, and I think together as a team, we will work with you to make sure you are able to achieve your goals. And once again, thanks a lot, Mr. Ram, for joining us. Thanks, Shweta. Thanks, Dr. Akshat. And together, we are going to make not only Mr. Ram super fit, but hopefully India also fit and healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Again, it is the last words. Thank you, GOQii. Thank you, Sweta. And thank you, sir. Vishal, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.